Uzbekistan's energy sector is in for another interesting development. ACWA Power Uzbekistan and Ipoteka Bank have teamed up for a 1,500 megawatt combined cycle gas turbine in Uzbekistan's Syrdarya region. The project is estimated to be worth $1 billion, with $14 million of that being provided as working capital facility by Ipoteka Bank. Joining me today to discuss the details around the project are the CFO of ACWA Power Uzbekistan, Ahsen Said, as well as the advisor to the chairman of the board of Ipoteka Bank, Irakli Elashvili. Let's hear what they have to say. Thank you so much for joining us today. And we are here to discuss the new project that is underway with ACWA Power and Ipoteka Bank. Can you give some insights into a little bit about the project? I know it's roughly $40 million of working capital.
First of all, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to talk to you. And it is a very interesting project. As you know, Syrdarya project, which is our largest project here in Uzbekistan, that is 1.5 gigawatt capacity. It's a very large capacity to operate, and we have obtained around $1 billion financing on that project. With this project, we have needs to manage our cash flows, and for those management, we needed working capital facility. Since the size of the project is very large, we need a working capital facility which is very sizable. Now, in Uzbekistan, currently the banking market has not yet developed to that stage, and the project finance-based working capital facilities are not available. When we contacted Ipoteka Bank came up with this solution, and we were very fortunate to work with the team, and they supported us along with their owners, who's OTP Bank. And this is the working capital facility that we signed a couple of days back.
That is very exciting. What do you expect to see out of this project in terms of further development here in Uzbekistan, not only in the banking sector, but also within the power production?
So currently, as you know, that ACWA Power is expanding mainly into the renewable side, and we have solar projects and the wind projects. With Ipoteka Bank particularly, we are also working on further increasing the working capital facilities, and with this relationship building up, we are also going into the project finance long-term transactions as well. So this relationship is really expanding, and I hope that this will become a trendsetter for the rest of the banking market for Uzbekistan. That will really help the banking market by developing of more banks coming into the same line and taking the opportunities that are available with this growth in Uzbekistan.
The plant is expected to achieve 60.8% efficiency. What technologies and what knowledge is being put into place to help achieve this?
So first of all, this project is a CCGT, which means it has gas turbines, and when the hot gases are burned in the gas turbine, then the latent heat is used for further production of the electricity. So that is one part of it, which is obviously makes it more efficient. The second part is that the turbines that we are using, they are called JAC series, and they are particularly very efficient. They have advanced aerodynamics, which is built into the blades and into the other equipment, which means that the airflow is more smooth, which means that it is optimizing the efficiency of these turbines. The second thing is that its combustion system is more optimized, which means more efficiency, less heat losses, and low carbon emissions. So these are some of the features, and then there are digital features, which is basically to optimize its operations. And then these turbines are able to operate in various loads, in various conditions at optimal levels, which means that it is not only that at the base load, but at various other loads also, it produces at very efficient way producing the energy.
And that's also helping Uzbekistan achieve its carbon neutrality goals.
So to Uzbekistan, there are two benefits to it. One, less gas consumption, because it saves more gas for export and other uses. And the second thing is that it helps in meeting carbon emission targets for Uzbekistan.
So roughly, more than 1,000 jobs are going to be created through this initiative. Yeah. And how do you see it impacting the local workforce and local society?
So first thing is that by bringing in more development, you are creating more jobs. Then the second thing is that these are high-tech jobs, these are high-tech developments that are happening. So there is a lot of learning that happens for the local manpower. They are enabled to learn in high-tech industry. So that is one part of that. The second thing is that we are working on developing the local talent through a vocational training institute, which is in Shireen College. And in that college, what we are doing is we are investing into that college with the support of Ministry of Education, Higher Education for Vocational Training, and with the help of Ministry of Energy. We are helping that so that we can develop the local talent. Students are educated with the Uzbek curriculum. In addition to that, we are adding certain specific courses which are relevant to the power sector, which means that these people who, when they get qualified, they can be hired into ACWA Power or any other power plant. So we had our first batch of 5 young girls who have already been who had already qualified and have been hired in ACWA Power.
Girls?
Yes.
That's very interesting.
Yes, because we are investing into the women development, and that is one of our very key initiative, that we want the girls to be educated and to be talented and to come into the jobs.
Well, then how do you retain that talent in Uzbekistan? Because I'm pretty sure a lot would get the skills they need, get the education they need, and then go find jobs elsewhere.
I think it's the reverse is happening now. We have hired people from outside, Uzbeks, who were working in UK or Malaysia or other places, and they have come back to Uzbekistan. They are seeing the development and growth happening, and then when they see the brand like ACWA Power, who is providing very good opportunities, they are more attracted to work with us. And then again, the environment that we provide for women, the environment that we provide for all the team members, we treat them like a family. So they are all very willing to work with us.
So that's a testament not only to ACWA Power's corporate structure and corporate culture, but also to the development of the country.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we see fantastic things happening not only in power sector, but otherwise as well in Uzbekistan. And we are very pleased with all the development that is happening.
So you're here obviously representing Ipoteka and OTP. What made the bank decide that this was a good project to be kind of the first big financing that you do here in Uzbekistan?
Well, there are a lot of factors that made the bank decide to partner with ACWA Power. So firstly, it is an amazing company to partner with. It's a global leader in building renewable energy. It's a well-known brand globally. We want to work with multinational companies, and we're also very much invested in development of Uzbekistan's economy. And ACWA Power is one of the largest contributors to Uzbekistan's economic growth, specifically within the power and power sector. We as a group, as an OTP group, we have a target to develop green economy, so we want to be exposed to the green economy, and this is not only for our subsidiaries in Europe, but the same goes for globally. And currently, Uzbekistan is massively reforming its power sector, rebuilding additional capacity, and doing it in a right way, in a green way. So it's most of the new capacity will be in renewable power. ACWA Power is one of the key global investors that believes in the success of this story, and we wanted to be part of this success.
And the total cost of the project is around $1 billion, and the bank itself has contributed $40 million.
Correct.
How did you mobilize that working capital facility?
Yeah, so this is our first transaction in Uzbekistan deal in Uzbekistan with ACWA Power. We have a relatively low participation in the overall project, albeit we play an important role providing the working capital facility. We can finance large deals within our sort of preferred areas, sector areas. As I mentioned, the green power sector and energy sector is one of our top priority. Working with both local large corporates as well as international large corporates is our priority. We're one of the largest banks in Uzbekistan. Very well capitalized. We have a large balance sheet, and we can afford extending our funding to large projects. And we hope that our participation in the future projects with ACWA Power will be even larger. And we're working towards supporting ACWA Power in developing their strategy in the local market.
And it's even more significant, even though the funding is a small portion of the total project. This is the first time a local Uzbek bank has provided this amount of money or funding to any project.
We are Ipoteka Bank is, as you very well know, is owned by OTP Group, and we're a global bank. We have operations in 13 countries. We provide our global products, expertise, service locally. And the fact that OTP Group invested in one of the largest banks in Uzbekistan means that we very much believe in the development and the reform, economic reform of this country. We bring our international expertise locally. So this is one of the few demonstrations that was demonstrated here. We hope that other banks will follow. We hope that we can do more and bring more established projects and more know-how in terms of how to fund the project finance type of transactions in Uzbekistan. And this is something that requires again drawing the global international expertise and supporting the local large players to sort of develop their strategy.
And I know this question wasn't on the list, but I'm really curious. I'm really curious about what drew OTP to Uzbekistan. Why was this on a list of places to come to and establish?
I joined Ipoteka Bank after the acquisition, but I can give you my sort of impression. It's an open economy, reforming economy, a growing economy, and there are lots of interesting projects where the bank sees the opportunity to finance, provide its services and support. And we look at this. OTP Group looks at Uzbekistan as one of the emerging and growing markets for our business. Particularly, this is one of the core new markets, key new markets for OTP Group, and we're actively developing, transforming the bank, trying to introduce new products, new services that will be tailored to the local needs, but at the same time drawing international expertise. I hope there are not many international banks present in Uzbekistan yet, so the global many years of expertise is very useful in today's global and fast changing market and economy, and I think we can deliver it very successfully locally. I think we can support many local companies, many international companies who are used to working with international banks like OTP elsewhere, and I think sort of our global expertise tailored to the local market is what is really valuable.